Arsenal lose at the Etihad 2-1 in a title race clash with Manchester City away from home. That's 2 defeats in the last 2 Premier League games, at home to Bournemouth and away to Manchester City. And for me now, the title is in Manchester City's hands, and I think the title's done. I think Manchester City now will go on and win the Premier League. Now let's get into the game. And again, before the game, I said I was happy with the changes. I said Havertz up front, Eze on the left, Madueke on the right, Odegaard in the 10. I think potentially would see us play a better brand of football than we did play against Sporting and against Bournemouth at home, because again, I feel like we haven't changed our style when we've opted to go with Gyökeres and all these kind of different options up front. So again, you're probably just better off going on with the option that you do know, which is Havertz up front playing the false 9. He likes him to do that Odegaard pressing. He likes him to do that and go on from there. And I feel like we started the game okay. Again, we were kind of pressing, using Declan Rice to press, trying to make Man City make mistakes. But again, Manchester City kind of got a foothold in the game a little bit. But I think Arsenal did well kind of pressing, trying to nullify their attack. Then it was a moment of magic. And this is why I say I feel like the difference is between winning the Premier League and Champions League and not winning. You need to allow players to have those moments of magic, the Maverick kind of plays, to make sure they get you over the line. And Shirky, to be fair, I think over a couple of moments in the first half, did have a quiet second half for sure. But what a goal he scored against, man. Dribbling past Gabriel and Declan Rice. Saliba tried to block it, but it was a very good goal into the back of the net. Ryan, no chance. It reminded me of Eden Hazard's goal against Arsenal 2017 at Stamford Bridge. They won 3-1 when they won the title under Antonio Conte. Very similar, going past 2 players and scoring in the back corner. And this was very similar as well, making it 1-0. You could argue it was against another player. I don't think City had settled into the game yet, but it just took a moment of magic for one of their key star Maverick players to make it 1-0. And after that, man, again, Arsenal, again, I'm thinking, okay, this could be 2-3-4. And I like, you know how Man City can roll when they get going. But absolute calamity mistake by Donnarumma, man. I don't know what he was doing, messing about at the back. David Ryan nearly got caught out by Haaland, who he kind of had a heavy touch, and Haaland nearly scored. But it actually happened to Manchester City. Donnarumma with a disgraceful heavy touch, with Havertz pressing well, and he ends up going into the back of the net to make it 1-1 after about a minute of Arsenal being behind. They were level in the first half. And yeah, I would say on the balance of play probably was probably a fair kind of result in terms of 1-1. But then I do feel like Manchester City, they did grow in the game in the latter ages of the first half, trying to create chances, trying to create opportunities. There's a couple of breakaways where Nkappi had to make a block, Gabriel had to make a block, etc. And Arsenal were kind of just probably waiting for half time. We didn't create another chance. I think we were just cautious about obviously creating more opportunities for Manchester City going forward. And again, at the break, it was 1-1. I think, okay, cool. Maybe got a bit fortunate with the goal, but we have been pressing quite well. And Manchester City scored from a moment of magic, so it kind of evened itself out. Then in the second half, I thought Manchester City kind of took control of the game. And again, they had a couple of opportunities where they definitely should have done better. Erling Haaland hit the post from an opportunity where he was scrambling in the box. Martinelli gave the ball away in our box from a corner, and he hit the post there. Then Doku had an opportunity where he should have done better with as well. So they were creating a few opportunities where you're looking at another day, we could have been definitely 2 or 3-1 down. Arsenal were too deep, man. That's why I said in that second half, I feel like we were definitely too deep. We didn't have an outlet in the first half. We were trying to go long to Kai Havertz, who was winning a few duels. But then Kushinov, who had a fantastic game, in my opinion, especially in the second half, was winning all the aerial duels. He was out-muscling Havertz. He was quicker than him as well on the floor too. And yeah, it was very difficult for us to get out. Arteta made a change at half-time. Madueke, who thought was dreadful going forward. As per, he came off for Martinelli, who I don't think had a particularly great game either when he came on. Gave the ball away a few times. Didn't really have any opportunities of his own. That was kind of Arsenal against the run of play against under the cost really a little bit. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this team is definitely going to concede in a minute. But then Arsenal out of nowhere, man, created a few chances. It was actually a glorious opportunity. And this is my frustration with Kai Havertz, man. It was really well done in a breakaway transition opportunity, which for me, this is where Eze is food and drink, man. He's really, really good in these kind of open spaces when you're on the counter attack and there's a lot of space to kind of pass or dribble into. He kind of dribbles into a dangerous area. I think he passes it to maybe Odegaard, who then waits for a run. I think it's like 3v3. Havertz makes a good run. He plays it into the path of Havertz, and he's got to bury it, man. He's got to just put it into the back of the net. This would have made it 2-1 to Arsenal at the time. We didn't do that. Then there was another opportunity where it was on the edge of our box. Not really an opportunity, really. Odegaard gets it to Eze. He turns, feints to go on his right foot, turns on his left foot, and puts in a wicked shot that hits the post. Very unlucky. Comes back out of play. unlucky not to make it 2-1. Glorious opportunity is there. And I said the Havertz miss, and we're going to regret that. And about 5 minutes later, we did regret it. Ball comes into the area, not cleared away, into the buffer early Haaland on his left foot, and he's into the back of the net to make it 2-1 to Manchester City. And yeah, it was a very well taken goal. On the balance of the second half, probably deserved, even though you could argue, not argue, Arsenal did definitely have the best chance with Havertz going clean through on goal. But if you don't take away or put away your chances, you're gonna repeat the same kind of mistakes that we've seen season in, season out. And we did. Arteta tried to bring on players, but this is where I feel like he messed up the most. Taking off Eze to bring on, I think, Trossard and Ben White. He had to take off Odegaard, in my opinion. Again, I know we set up Havertz, but apart from that, he wasn't having any kind of impact on the game in terms of going forward, creating chances, having shots at goal. Eze literally just hit the post. And created really the chance for Odegaard to play it through to Havertz, because he created the space, dribbled it into space, played a really good ball across goal to kind of make it 3v3. And then he takes him off. And then we just lost a lot of attacking impetus after that. We did hit the post again. It was a set piece. Came to Gabriel, hit the post. Then it was scrambled off the line by Manchester City. So we did go close again in another opportunity. But other than that, man, we didn't really create too much more. Gyökeres came on, Trossard's on, Ben White's on, until the last second, 7 minutes of extra time. Last 9 seconds, great ball in by Trossard, and Havertz has to score. It's a free header in the box. He's 6'5", and he puts it over the bar. That has to be in the back of the net, and he misses another chance. And again, I'm not surprised. I'm not really surprised we've seen this guy miss chances in big games 2-3 years in a row. He ain't it. He might do all the good stuff. And again, he held up the ball well in the first half. He took his goal well in terms of he gambled, chased down the ball on a mistake, and he got the goal. But in the 2 clear-cut chances, he should have had a hat-trick, really. He should have scored to slide it in to make it 2-1 to us. Then Haaland would have scored to make it 2-2. Then that chance at the end to make it 3-2. We get the game, we win the game, and we score, and we go and get 3 points at the Etihad, man. But it's not to be. That's another year we've not won there in the league, and we've lost to the first time in them in 5 meetings in the Premier League, and that's the second time in a month after having losing 2-0 to them in, obviously, at Wembley, man. So yeah, for me, man, that is a massive blow on the title race. I think that's done. I feel like it was done after last week. I said Man City will go on and win the title, and I think they just will, man. I think they'll win all their games. And I don't think we'll win all ours. I don't think we'll win all ours, man. I think there's another couple of hiccups for us as well. So hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't think I will be. And yeah, I think we've bottled another title race, another Premier League title, from being 9 points clear in April to finishing second again. Ole. So yeah, disappointing. And yeah, man, I think there's got to be a massive clear out at the end of the season if we go trophyless, man. I don't think the manager or the players can stay, to be honest with you, because this would be the biggest bottle of all bottles, to be top 4 the majority of the season, to be 9 points clear in April, and to give it away would be absolutely unforgivable, man, in my opinion. So yeah, just disappointed, really. I kind of knew it was coming, so I'm not angry as I was last week when it comes to like ranting and raving. But yeah, I kind of knew what time it was after we lost to Bournemouth, just because, again, that kind of gave me this feeling that, yeah, we hadn't really learned from past seasons where we put in abject performances and bottle it when the pressure is on the most. So yeah, in City's hands, and we'll have to wait and see how we respond. Pardon me. But yeah, you guys in the comments, let me know what you think about the game, if Arsenal played better. I do feel like we played better than we have done in the last 2 or 3 games. We've actually created a few clear-cut chances. But again, we've gone back to the problems we had last season, where the striker that's getting in these opportunities, he misses them. So yeah, we're creating the chances, and that's great, but you need to be scoring them, bro. Otherwise, we're just going on to the game with loads of regret, knowing that we lost another game in the top against the top team. So yeah, man. But yeah, you guys in the comments, let me know what you think. For more content, please like, share, subscribe, and follow to T Jazzo Sports. And yeah, I'll be back on the flip side. Peace and love, people.